Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Madisonville Marine. There's no better place to buy a boat or a Yamaha outboard motor. Right now through December 15th, you can get a massive extended warranty on select Yamaha motors. And of course, no one has a bigger selection, or better prices than Madisonville Marine. I'll say it again. There's no better place to buy a boat. Check them out at Highway 411 North in Madisonville or at madmarine.com. We are racing to get this show in, so this is going to be a quick segment. Good luck to you because it's a simple question. What went wrong with the offense this year? Kevin, I'll let you start.
The lack of explosive plays. The quarterback and receivers, they carry the burden in a Heupel system. Without either, things aren't going to be what you need them to be. So that's pretty much what we saw this year. The drop in explosive plays, and they have to start hitting on some of these receivers. That we only have two guys committed right now. It's Mike Matthews, who's rated as a 5-star, and then you got Braylon Stanley. But they got to get a big-time guy out of the portal, and they probably need to add another receiver just because we're pretty thin at that position.
Brew McCoy, we'll talk about later. McCoy went through the tee yesterday. It would be great if he would come back. You'd like to just have that body. And then Dante Thornton, I wonder, there was so much hype around him. Could he improve in that second year? Which we saw with Jalen Hyatt. He was here, and then that last year under Heupel, he was here. Is Dante Thornton a guy that could take a leap in his second year in the system, I wonder?
Well, and that's where I was going, John.
Okay.
What's wrong with the offense?
Yeah.
Key injuries to key people that we were expecting big things out of. That's where I was going with. And without Brew in that receiver core, the entire core dropped down. As a leader being out there and a guy who can block those quick screens and get more production, maybe some more explosive plays out of the offense. So that's what helped me, the continuity and the injuries to keep people in the key positions.
Yeah, I would agree. But you also have receivers that were dropping the ball a lot, right? We had a lot of drops. We had a lot of miscommunication. So Tennessee had a great run game and Vanderbilt did. They lined up, we're going to stop the run. And they said, we're going to make Joe Milton receivers beat us. And he did.
They did.
But we didn't see that against Georgia after the first snap. Missouri did it exactly. When you stop the run, you've got to have the balance where your quarterback and your receivers have to do it. The receivers, I think, because they were dropping the ball, Joe's throwing the ball, maybe not on time exactly. It was the whole timing piece of it just made the problems happen.
Also, a lot easier to get open against Vanderbilt than it is against that Georgia secondary.
Absolutely it is.
That's a difference as well. I think the explosive plays, we talked about it in terms of numbers early this season, that the deep ball just was not, and that's the irony of we spent the entire offseason with everybody talking about he could throw it 80 yards. Oh, no, he can throw it 85. Oh, no, he can throw it 125 yards. He'll throw it out of this stadium and into that stadium. And in the end, didn't matter. Didn't matter. Your yards per pass were far lower. And if you look at this offense versus Heupel's previous offenses, the lack of the big plays, the deep balls, was the key. When we come back, thank you guys. Appreciate you being fast. When we come back, people want changes on defense. Was the defense bad enough to deserve changes? Or was it simply hung out to dry by the offense? Come on back and we'll discuss that next.